Hello and welcome on board of the oracleboat channel. My name is Natalia and today I'm going to do a reading on the Epstein case, the relationship between Donald Trump and Maxwell, and also how her testimony is going to influence the situation and the truth that we find out. First of all, I would like to show you the cards that I have on the table at the moment. These cards represent their numerology. That's the numerological relationship between Donald Trump and Ghislaine Maxwell. Today is the 18th of July, and at this point Maxwell is in prison. Just recently offered to give her testimony. Everyone is waiting to find out. Also, we have not yet seen the Epstein files either, and I'll be making video on that following this video. Today we're going to focus on Ghislaine Maxwell and Donald Trump relationship and how it's going to play out within her testimony as well. So here we are on the table. As you can see, we've got their numerological relationship. The relationship between Donald Trump and Ghislaine Maxwell starts with the star. I'm going to cover the nudity on this card just not to get in trouble. But the first thing that you need to know is that there is nudity, there is a naked woman on this card. So there we go. This is a good start to give some sort of a hint. However, the meaning of this card is, just maybe this is how you can see it better, is desire. Desire that is not that easy to fulfill. It's like that dream to take the star off the sky and pick it up and have it for yourself. It's not something that normally you can get in the market. A dream come true. Fantasy. Fantasy is a very good description for the card star. Also, it talks about famous people. A second phase of the relationship is the moon card. The moon talks about things that are hidden, talks about things that you can't see properly. Very often it's a manipulation. It could be that someone is being manipulated here. It could be that there's some sort of a shady deal, that something happens that nobody maybe knows about it, or maybe there is a deal where between them two of some sort, and it could be right now. This could be the situation right now where there is a deal between them two, but there is some small print, and that small print is actually not very clear. There is some manipulation. There are some lies. The moon is the card of manipulation and lies as well. As fantasies, being in a la la land, full moon drives people mad as well. There is some sort of lunacy. Now, the last phase of this relationship is represented by the devil card, and the devil talks about all those sticky things: money, sex, abuse, addictions, as well as aggression and being a slave. It actually has, the devil card has two slaves on it. This could mean that there were slaves involved in this relationship between Maxwell and Donald Trump, that there were people who were enslaved, that were taking part. This is also a card where you've got three people, so a third party. Obviously there was a third party, which was the main party, which was Epstein. However, the devil talks about anything to do with sex, but not necessarily in a healthy way. Obsessions, abuse, not only abuse in sex, but also abuse in general, being enchained. So Maxwell is pretty much the chains at the moment she's in the prison. And the devil card could very well be talking about this, but also devil next to the moon triggers the energy of manipulation, abuse, lies, and some sort of betrayal as well. Which way this goes is hard to tell. What is quite interesting is that there are two positions here in this spread. There's a numerological spread, that's why it has been late. I have not been shuffling those cards, and this is made based on numerology. First, what is the challenge in this relationship between Maxwell and Trump? We have the Emperor card. The Emperor card, nobody naked here. Emperor card is symbolizing power. So anything to do with power, ruling, well, presidency, that's pretty much, well, business as well. Business could be troublesome, but I think it's pretty clear at this point that the biggest challenge here is for Donald Trump to remain in power and to have the authority. Law as well, this card talks about the law and power. This is a problem for Donald Trump at this point. So this does not really need a lot of explanation. However, why is this a problem? Is this a problem because there is a false accusations? Or is there a problem because there is a problem? So something that is a problematic aspect here, because that was a challenge for either one or both of them. The Emperor could also symbolize EPSTEIN for Maxwell, but the problem, the main problem in this relationship is represented by the death, endings, transformations, diseases as well, but mostly it talks about death as well. Another card that talks about death is the Fool, depending on where it falls. But this card talks about, this card is the Fool is in position where we're talking about where to find comfort in this situation. And there are two things that could possibly mean. One of them I just mentioned, the Fool sometimes means death. Yes, so, but the most obvious thing that the Fool represents is number 0. It's the first card in the spread. This is the youngest major arcana that is in the deck. Very often represents children. Underaged. The Fool represents children more than teenagers, but also in generic aspect that could also be teenagers, young people for sure. And this is where there is a comfort in this relationship. So is this the nature of this relationship? Was this the nature of this relationship? It's interesting that we've got the Fool in the harmony space, in where the harmony is. So as long as the kids are coming, everything is okay. The Hermit represents the goal. Whether they know about it or not. The Hermit represents an old man, so this could be the target market. That's kind of what it says to me. So okay, so this is all about the numerology. This is quite interesting to start with. Now, how this is all going to play out? Let's ask the cards. First of all, is Maxwell going to tell her story? Is she going to have the meeting with officials, and is she going to give her testimony? Funny, hey? I just got this card coming. And we've got, I was just getting a little bit stuck here with the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? And it just is a jumper. The Hermit, target market. The Hermit does not come out. The Hermit spends time in a solitude, away from the society. Jail is kind of a hermetic place, you could say. If this is an answer for the question whether she is coming out, she is not coming out. The Hermit is not coming out. The Hermit is just diving in, going away, hiding from the society, not talking to anybody. So that was our jumper, the Hermit again. Now let's see. The question is Maxwell going to give her testimony? Is she actually going to make it? There's a lot of people disappearing. Epstein himself. We've got 5 of Chalices as another jumper. 5 of Chalices is a disappointment card, is people walking away, as if they were supposed to meet up or do something together, but they won't. Also, this is the card of grief. This is the energy of grief as well. And let's see. Is Maxwell going to give her testimony? What is happening with Maxwell? Is she giving her testimony? We've got the Judgment card. We've got the Strength. With the Death card as a problem between Maxwell and Donald Trump, and also the 5 of Cups, that is a jumper that talks about grief. Very often someone passing away, walking away from the situation as well. And then we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card does depict 3 people in a coffin. So as we stand, we have 2 people dead related to this case. That is one of the victims, that is Epstein himself, and could possibly Maxwell be the 3rd one. Well, chances are quite strong with this numerology, with the death being as a problem in the relationship between Maxwell and Donald Trump. If this does not correlate to one of them getting ill, this could very much be the death of one of them. That could be Maxwell, for example, that just throws everything out the window for the other person, that stays alive. Got 9 of the Pentacles and Ace of Chalices with children on it. The Judgment talks about the Judgment Day, the situation where people are being judged, but also talks about things that were hidden, swept underneath the carpet, and they're coming out. It's like you have a dead body in a closet and you kind of keep it locked, and then the closet opens in the least convenient moment and the dead body is coming out of it. I feel like there will be dead bodies found. And I am asking here actually about Maxwell, not about the files. So it might be that she comes out and she talks about the dead bodies. And do you know what? Maybe she will make it. Maybe maybe the death card did not mean that she is the one dying. Maybe the death card meant that someone else has died. and that's a problem. And it's quite hard to tell. I'm going to ask more questions, so maybe we will get to the bottom of this. But the judgment card talks about dead bodies very, very much. And also the hidden facts and inconvenient truths that are coming out, and the grounds are shaking. Then we have the Strength card. The Strength card came right next to the Judgment card. Dead bodies and strength. Strength talks about aggression very often, and anything physical. Anything physical, as if the intercourse is also physical. And dead bodies right next to it. That could be a situation of an abuse together with death, someone passing away. Dead bodies of people that have been abused, possibly abuse itself. So these are the things that are here showing up. Hopefully it's not about Maxwell herself. Maybe this is about something that is going to be disclosed. Maybe this is something that she's going to talk about, point out where the bodies are. Also, the way we've got the Eight of Swords here, so obviously she's still in jail. But there is a situation where there is a lot of accusations toward other people or towards her, blaming, shaming, and the situation with no exit, the difficult situation to get away from. The Nine of Pentacles suggests that there is some sort of isolation again. Oh, do you know what? It's like wearing gloves when you're doing something dirty as well. This person is doing gardening but wearing gloves, holding the bird but wearing gloves. So keeping hands clean. Someone is trying to keep hands clean here. This could be Donald Trump himself. But also, you know, we've got a wall, so still the vibe of being in prison, being in jail, right next to the Judgment card as well. But there's some sort of separation, alienation as well. And then we have the Ace of Chalices, and the Ace of Chalices talks about, well, if you take a look here, there is two children on this card, and that is right next to the Strength. And we also have the Judgment card. So this could be that she is coming out and pointing out where to find some bodies of abused children, possibly. So it looks like she is coming out. I mean, we did have a Death card as a challenge. If she would have passed away in some mysterious way, then that could be a problem for Donald Trump as well, because that would be just almost unbelievable that this could possibly be a coincidence that everybody who was involved in the case has sadly passed away, sadly or not sadly, before the truth was revealed. Now, what would Maxwell want to say? What would Maxwell want to say in her testimony or from herself? Was there that she would want to say? What she wants to say? What is she planning to say? Or maybe what she would say, but she isn't gonna. What is in there that she would say? I'm afraid to contact you. Afraid to contact somebody. I left before you could leave me. I wish things could be different. I'm not so sure what is the story between her and Epstein. Were they actually in a relationship? I'm not so sure. So many things remind me of you. I'm starting to understand the connection. Perhaps she's starting to understand how she became a victim that became the aggressor. Perhaps she had time to think through the things that she has done and understand what she has done and her reasons why she has done it. I wish things could be different. Obviously, if you're in jail, so many things remind me of you. Could that be possibly Epstein? I left you before you could leave me. I'm not so sure how it played out in between them two. Let's see, who is she going to name? Who is she going to name? That's getting royally fucked. Royally. The Empress. The Empress has a crown. That is royally fucked. Have I used the word royally enough? I don't want to say it, I want to say it, and I don't want to say it. If you have a look back at my video, which I have done right after coronation in UK, on the royals, I have a strong feeling that this has something to do with it. I'm not going to play this video here because I just don't want to get flagged up in some ways. But if you have a look over there, I dare you to search on my channel for the video that I have posted on the royals straight after the coronation, and the kind of after party that there was in that I have seen, and I have a strong feeling that this has something to do. Maybe not directly. I don't even know how long Epstein was in jail for, but I assume no, he must have been in jail for at that time. But this could be something that I have seen that was happening in the past, and the dynamics of, or maybe that this is something that is coming up now. Let's just say it this way: it's not about the princess only. It goes way higher than that. Whether that was involved with these people, possibly. But this is not just about the prince. This is also about people that sit on the throne, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I think you know what I mean. Hint, hint. Well, she is definitely going to name someone who is hiding here, who is hiding their face. You see the Ten of Wands, that very much resonates for me with possibly Donald Trump trying to cover up for somebody else, taking the burden of the situation to protect somebody else more than maybe even himself. Next to it we have the Empress and the Page of Chalices. This could be related to the fact that he's trying to protect some important person's son. So I have a feeling that there is the cover-up is mostly for other people, just because the Ten of Wands is there. Obviously it doesn't look good on anybody, but there is that feeling of tidying up and cleaning the mess for somebody else. How is this going to affect the situation in the United States or Donald Trump? Let's see how this is going to affect Donald Trump. in the longer run, because how it is now, we know that it's hot. it's very hot, lava hot. It's very delicate topic, and everyone's eyes are on it, and there's a lot of anger already. How is this going to affect Donald Trump? How is Donald Trump going to be affected by the things that Ghislaine Maxwell does and say? Oh. Ooh. We've got the Queen and the King. The King is turned upside down, as if the King is falling off the throne. First of all, we've got reversed High Priestess. The High Priestess reversed talks about gossip, but also the lack of discrecy, the secrets coming out, and the secrets are being told to the wrong person, which is the person that is the most interested in those secrets, which is the person who is specifically not supposed to know about those secrets, because they are secrets so that this person doesn't find out. Person, perhaps institution. So this is what we have here, right next to the Tower card, and the Tower card talks about destruction, about losing the crown. Again, there is a crown falling off from the Tower, as you can see over here, and this dynamic is this is where the base structure of everything is just wrong. Everything has been built on the wrong fundaments, and the Tower collapses. So you know what, the Tower collapses. Does Trump has Tower, right? Trump's Tower. Could there be Trump's Tower on fire or something like this? Possibly. Maybe the rage, but also this is a total collapse of the system, or total collapse of the career, or the presidency. The King of Swords as well came up in reverse, right next to the Tower. So this is the situation where the King of Swords is actually rushing to attack without a thought, rushing to destroy the Tower. And I feel like there are people will be coming out on the streets, and there will be a lot of riots. There will be a lot of aggressive protests with the weapons in the hands. You see that there is the Knight of Swords is going with the sword first, ready to go for the battle without much thought. It's just, this is something you don't even think about. You just jump into the situation. Very very angry. You see the red outfit here. Things are on fire. You see, I said Trump's Tower could be on fire. Is there that some people could set something on fire? Possibly. And then we have reversed King of Chalices, right next to the Empress, male and female leader. Saying this, I'm going to conclude the reading, and going to make one more reading on the Epstein files and Elon Musk as well. But for today, that will be it. So thank you very much for being here with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.